Hi, and welcome everyone to Dax Electronic Repair. Today we're going to be doing an iPhone 12 Pro Max. Screen broken. That's what it looks like. It's one of the fat ones. They went fat when they got to 12. Alright, pentalobe screws, two of them on the bottom, pull them out, unscrew them. That's how we start an iPhone, at least so far. That's how they've been. Get your razor in there enough to pry it open, and then get your plastics pick. The rest, don't go too deep with the pick. Just enough to get the adhesive loose. Now you're open. All right. This one's got enough cord where you can lean it all the way down, but I still grab a little thing to set it on so it's at a good angle where you can get to all the screws without putting too much stress on the ribbon cables. Then you eventually find what you're looking for to get started, which is a tri-tip screwdriver. Got a bracket here. It covers our display and battery cables along with other things. It's actually 4 screws. One hides down there. All tri-tip points, screwdriver tip bits. So we want to take the battery out as well as the display cable. Then we're going to go ahead and move up top. 1, 2, 3, 4. That holds the front camera ribbon cable, not camera, ear speaker, flood illuminator, things like that. And we're going to be taking that off because it's connected to the back of our old screen. We need to transfer it to our new one. You're only going to take the one ribbon cable off, and now the screen comes off. Alright, and we're just going to go ahead and hook up our new screen just to make sure everything's good, no dead pixels, everything works right. Battery plugged back in. Always unplug the battery, guys. There's my face. Don't tell anybody. And we're just going to make sure this looks good. It does. It's dead. But that's all we needed to know. Alright. Here's our old screen. We're going to pull the front stuff off. We got 4 screws right here. 2 of them that I just pulled out are the tri-tip, and then 2 are just a Phillips. Now normally you flip it down and there's a lot of adhesive holding the front sensors on with real sticky adhesive, and you will need to get some heat on it. With this one, because this appears to be an aftermarket screen already, the screen's been replaced before, it did not stick as much, so we did not need to heat it up, but you probably will. So get heat on that before you try and pull it off. Alright, here's our brand new screen. And we're going to transfer that assembly onto there. Here, I'll show you what I meant by the folding down. There you go. You fold it down and you put the sensors, they're going to line up with the holes. They actually go down into brackets in the screen itself, so you need to make sure they're properly aligned and pushed down. The screw holes need to be level with the mounting points. That's how you know if it's installed properly or not. If not, you'll lose functionality. All right, screws go back in. Make sure to put the screws in a little order on your magnetic pad or however you're doing it. so you know which ones go where. They are very different, not only in size, but also the different types of screws. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get this all cleaned up. That is the old adhesive that holds the screen on and gives a little bit of waterproof functionality. We're going to get all that gasket material pulled up so we have a good place to go ahead and put our new gasket down. Take your time, go slow. There are little brackets around on here that you can possibly damage depending on what kind of tool you're using. Again, make sure your battery's unplugged before you do this, because anytime you touch metal to electricity, it's bad. This is supposed to be an anti-static tool, but why risk your $1,000 phone when you can just unplug the battery? All right, old adhesive is off. Almost. There we go. All right, put our new sticker down, and you want to kind of go around it, make sure it's laying in the right place, and that it is sticking properly. I kind of go around with it as I pull. If it doesn't stick properly at first, it kind of gums up and twists on itself, and it's dumb. So it doesn't have to stick all the way. The screen will stick to it and the pressure, but just do the best you can until you get to that point. All right. In it to also win it. There's my little thing that I put up to make sure it stays where I want it, where the screen at an angle. As a rule of thumb, you want to put the top sensor in ribbon cable in first. Makes it easier. There's just weird angles on it. I did not do that. It's not like I haven't done this 1,000 times, but I also just forgot. So give me a break. All right, ribbon cable back on as well. This is final assembly. Lean it down so you can be hands-free. Go ahead and get your bracket that covers the display and the battery. Put your screws back in. Again, make sure they were put in a pattern on your, organized properly so you know which one goes in which hole. Because they can be different, and it can be bad if you do it the wrong way. This one has a little lever system that you have to put in, so you'll see it when you do it yourself, but you have to angle that top bracket in properly. All right, now these screens are very fragile, so start at the top, make sure it's slotted in, and then kind of squeeze down as you go. Don't put too much pressure. It should go smooth. If it doesn't, stop squeezing. You're gonna break it, you monkey, you baloney monster, hands of baloney. I don't know, whatever you want. Anyway, so then pedal screws back in. That's your final step. You have a fully completed screen repair. Now you press the magic button, baloney fingers, and you did it. Good job. Thank you so much for checking out my video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And again, thank you for watching. I love you all.